What's going on, guys? I am cleaning up the office right now, and I figured I'd just make this video talking about how business is pretty simple, and most people are like they're basically like messing with you. I've said this stuff before. I've said this before, and I've said this in the past as well. And most people, they're basically just not straightforward. They actually don't really know what they're doing. So because they don't really know what they're doing, they're just saying whatever. Okay. And because of this, it gives you a warped sense on like what you're looking at. Like when you're really looking at, like I've talked about business and how business is actually unnatural when really it's just about relationships. But if you look at how society is designed, and if you look at how the world is designed, it's not based off of like the real thing, because people probably have to trick you or something. I don't really know the full answer, but what I do know is that it's unnatural. Okay. When you have relationships with people, they trust you. When they trust you, they then will allow you to be an extension of them to do something. Okay. I normally work via relationships. I try to be a trusted source. I try to not spread gossip. I try to be the best person I can be, whether it's a friend, an associated ally, whatever, right? In order for me to do this, there needs to be some value exchange still, because if you just end up doing this for people, they're not really going to give you stuff back. Like they're not going to like do a proper trade. So you have to say, in order for me to do this for you, I got to do this for me. Like here's like, let's give me this, I'll do that, right? And most people are not developed enough to even understand the value of reciprocation. Okay. Now, this is just going to be a talking video, not really a whiteboard, this one. And maybe I'll make it later tonight or something, but most of this stuff is pretty simple. What do? You get leads in the door, right? How do you get leads in the door? You do a proper marketing campaign for a specific person. You say the right words, pretty much, and you start to build a relationship with them. While you're building a relationship, they then start to outsource the work to you, because you are now a trusted source. I mean, that's it, right? That's it. Right, like that's really it, right? But the hard part is the fact that people think it's like everything else. They think it's about money. They think it's about like whatever, like all this other stuff, and it's not. It's just about the relationship. The money is just a unit of measurement on what the value of the relationship is. Okay. Yeah. And hey, Chosen, what's up, man? What's going on? And so the money is just a value of, I'm sorry, is a monetary unit of measure. Okay, that's like the unit of measure. We can trade rocks, we can trade coins. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that we have a relationship, in that you have something that I want, and that we're trading on it. If we can just do a trade, we technically don't have to do money, right? So if you talk to enough people, there you will find a couple of people who are interested in nurturing those relationships with you. Now, if you're getting more specific, then we're talking about nurturing relationships that are very targeted, right? Which is why I like to call my honeypots and all my stupid stuff, right? I called a honeypot. Why? Because I think it's funny, right? I know honeypots are normally like traps and stuff like that, but I thought it was funny, so I call it like, my event honey. It's really just an event to meet people, but they're all magically there the way I want them there, right? And you get them in the door, you start the conversation to figure out if they're a good fit. If they are, then you have a relationship, and you just nurture from there. I mean, that's pretty much what business is. If you can get a couple of them to give you a couple $100 a month for a service, to outsource work or something to you, just like that, you could be making 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month, right? The lower that you're going to charge for the service, the more volume you're going to need via people. The higher you're going to charge, the less people you're going to need to manage. So it just depends on what you want to offer and how does it make sense. That's pretty much it. Like that's like the whole thing. Now, if you want to talk about persuasion, you want to talk about hypnosis and magic and like all this other stuff and sales strategies and pipelines, and it's like, yeah, Yeah, but I just gave you the real thing right there. I just gave it to you within a couple of minutes. Okay, that's like the whole thing. Okay, I could literally just draw it out and then be like, yeah, do, it's over. That's not the real thing. The real thing is that you're brainwashed. Like that's like the real thing is that people are actually brainwashed to be workers and slaves. That's like the whole game. And it's not really until like recently I'm like, oh shit, like what this is not really what I thought it was. Maybe it was like a year or two ago. I was like, this is it. Like, huh? This is not right. Because it seems too simple, but really people are so brainwashed to the point where they're made to be a good worker. So all the things that you're watching and seeing and all this other stuff is all conditioning you to not think. It's all conditioning you to not take action, to not think, to not um just to not, just to not anything, just to just work, and just be a worker forever, right? So you're not really learning how to think on your own. And then you have these characters in place to reinforce that. They reinforce strategies and ideas that basically sabotage you and what you think success is. I've talked about what success is on the channel. Most of this stuff you're not really going to end up doing, right? Like I talked about it because it's just stupid. You only go on a couple vacations at a time. If you're really smashing a bunch of women, you're setting yourself up to get got because they're going to try to brainwash you and they're going to try to like smash your, you're going to try to fuck the shit out of you the entire time, which is fine a little bit. But like the issue is that like the sex probably is okay, but they're not trying to do that. They're trying to like literally brainwash you to make you obsessed about them. Like that's like what they're doing. And why would you want to be around somebody like that? Why would you want to be around somebody who's deliberately trying to sabotage you? This makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying here? They're trying to have a baby with you. So every chance you get there, like, take the condom off, take it off, take it off. Come on. Come on. Come on. Put that penis in me. Put that, you know what they say? Put that dick in me. Guess right. Come in me right now. I'm like, what you just like, well, yes, but no, wait a minute. Hey, is this a trap? No, I would never do that. Right? They give you gobbling that meat up every day. They're doing everything possible, man. Right? Like, this is my meal. They're not even looking at you like you're a damn human, man. They're gobbling that meat. Oh, yes. Slapping the meat all in their face, doing everything. Like, oh, what the? You're nasty. You're a nasty person. And you're just like, man, this is like great. But it's a setup. It's all a trap to get you attached to the bullshit, right? And there's that, and then I guess there's drugs. I mean, the only thing that I think is like probably worth it is the sex, but that like runs out after a while, in my opinion, right? You have variety of sexual partners, but even then, if you're doing it enough, it doesn't really matter. So it's like if you got enough cheeks before sex don't really matter that much. So it's just like most of the time when I was like having sex with a woman or whatever, it was just pleasing her. It's not really about me because I'm not really going to bust anyway. So I'm like, this is like it's whatever, right? And the reason I'm saying that because that's the sex part. Then there's the boat, then there's the cars, and then there is the planes, right? So if you're not like, you got to really think about, okay, why do you need a plane? Do you need one to service people going somewhere or not? No. Well, then why are you buying it? Oh, well, it's going to make me look cool. Is it just give you a self-esteem boost, or is it giving you a self-esteem boost so you can get women? Right? Or are you buying the car? Are you buying the car for yourself to give you a self-esteem boost, or are you buying it as a self-esteem boost for women? A lot of this stuff is for women, and you have to kind of like understand that. Um, there's nothing wrong with just rent the car though. Just rent it. Just rent the car for like a month or two, and then try it out. But you'll soon see that it's just stupid. If you do want to travel, I know. Come on, come on. If you do want to travel, you do want to have a great time, then go do that. Hi, you got your apples? Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Come on. You got your apples. Apples, yummy. Woo! Apples. You have no idea what's going on, do you, kid? So basically, like, so a lot of this stuff you're probably not going to end up doing anyway. So the question is, like we talked about probably the most exciting part before, obviously, thank God for the baby walk then, right? So We talked about probably the most interesting parts of having money, which is access to women. So the question is are you going to be doing that? Are you going to be doing that with your time? If you're not, then what's the point in getting all that money to do what? Obviously, you want to pay off your house free and clear. Obviously, you want to, um, you want to pay off your bills and stuff like that. You want to be happy, of course, right? You do want to have a good life, so you travel maybe, or you do things. But then, if you understand what's really going on here, this is really just about your self development as a man, right? This is about your development. That's really all this is about. This is just spiritual development. And people think it's about the money. It's not about the money. It's just you learning how to take care of yourself and raising your consciousness. The more conscious you are, the more aware you are, the more that you are able to execute and do the things you need to do to keep going while you're here. That's it, right? So all this stuff like the phone, the car, basically you'll have this stuff within the first couple of months of running a business. So now what? What do? Are you going to go and I can go anywhere? It's like, yes, congratulations. You'll soon realize that like this was like stupid. It was. It was stupid because it is stupid. Why was it stupid? Because you got tricked. You got tricked into thinking that those things mattered. The plane, the cars, and the girls. You think that those things mattered. They don't matter. They're just pieces of life. You know what I'm saying here? And that's like the trick. The trick is that basically people don't really know what they're looking at. They don't really know. So like, if you don't know what you're looking at, everything seems exciting. I talked about this and talked about immigrants a little bit on the channel. They want to be Americans. They want to have money. They want to have status. Like a lot of this stuff isn't real. It's not real. So if you know it's not real and it's made up, then that kind of eliminates the excitement from it. And I understand making money off of people that do believe that it is real. But at the same time, I'm like, that's why people are messed up. That's why actually they're not successful. Because it just doesn't make it. All you gotta do is just run a business, right? But what is a business? Let's look at what a business is. Ready? It's having relationships with people. That's what a business is, and you're doing a transaction. That's what business is. There's nothing else to it, right? If me and you have a relationship, yeah, no. If me and you have a relationship, our relationship is based off of me helping you learn how to run a business, or me helping you make money in your business. That's it, right? Or it's maybe some life advice or something, right? But like that's going to be it. It's not going to be any kind of like magic thing. Right? If you have a relationship with a woman, then that's the kind of thing you have there, right? If you have a relationship with your kids, then that's the kind of relationship you have there. I know. Can I have some? Can I have a bite? Can I have a bite? Oh, you don't care about me? They never say no. You know what I'm saying? They always just like they just start smiling. Yummy. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is this is that basically you're gonna go through your life and a lot of this stuff is not really that hard. The hard part is that you're just being tricked all the time. It's like believing that Santa Claus still exists and it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. It's your parents giving you the gifts. So when you're saying I'm going to be rich, one day, and it's not really about the girls and stuff. It's about you developing into the person that you're supposed to be. That's what it's about. It's about you taking control over your life and stop being a slave. That's what this is about. That's all it's about. And then when you do it, you realize how stupid this shit was. And you're like, this is like dumb. I could have been did this like forever ago. And then that's it. But it's all about tricking people. You know what I'm saying? It's all about tricking you. Because if they trick you, they can control you. You know? So, anyways, that's pretty much I see. Ooh, man, you took a dump. That's a freak. God. Eat, stop. No. You're gonna eat this or eat it. If you're not, then don't. Okay? Eat. So, just all that to say, pretty much, it's just a trick. Like I was talking to people the other day on this call, and they were talking about how some of the bro marketers are coming back and stuff, and I'm like, are they? Because I haven't really seen them. And I'm like, I know some people can't be making money because personal brands don't make money, but you have to know that. Like you know what I'm saying, like I know enough of what's going on to be like, okay, this is like a waste of time. That's a waste of time because I know what's real and what's not real. I know what's real to a degree as far as business. Yeah, I know because I know human psychology. But when we're talking about spirituality and God and all this other stuff, that's like, okay, well, I may not know everything, but I'm on my way, right? Because I know what is going on. So basically, people can't fool you, right? I know what's going on, so people can't fool you. But it's all about it's all about you not knowing, so they can trick you. Okay, that's the game. Okay, they're just trying to get a coin or trying to get some money or whatever it is. Stop. So they just don't, they just don't care about you, right? But this all this has to happen with you following the right way, and whether or not you are going to just do the right thing along your path, man. I mean, this is not really like a long video, but like because I'm starting to run out. I talk about I'm starting to run out of things to talk about, but it's like it's very simple stuff to what to do. People just don't understand how to connect with others. They don't understand how to form a relationship with others. And I guess soon with AI, they won't even know how to think. The people won't be learning how to drive because they're trying to replace everybody with robot drivers, which is like stupid. Half of the dumb shit in this world is things that people enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Half of the dumb stuff. Like now you don't have to read. You can just ask AI. No, I want to read. I want to learn. I want to hear people talk. I want to hear their worldview. I want to hear their perspective. I know. Man, you stink, man. Dang. Oh my goodness. What did you eat? What did I feed you, man? Man, what did I feed you, man? Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness, man. So I'm saying this stuff because I know some of the videos can be graphic, some of the videos can be, but it's just life. And people are not really talking about real life. They're always giving you a simulated version of life or like some kind of fake version of life. Right? That's the game that we spawned in. We all spawned in this game called life. And if you actually want to have a business, you want to experience things in your life, then how else are you supposed to graduate? You can't graduate this place unless you like learn yourself and be like, okay, this shit don't matter. Until you get there, it don't make sense because you're not going to understand. You're going to be like, man, I wish I had made money. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. You're going to come right back because you're missing the point. None of this shit is like serious. No, stop. This stuff is not that important. It is not that important. And it's not that hard either. But it's everybody talking themselves out of it and being lied to every day. That's what's going on. They're just being lied to. And they're being tricked by people. It's really messed up, honestly. You what? What? All right, say bye because you stink. Say bye. Sorry, that's the video, guys. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, say bye-bye. You stink. You stink. You stink. Woo! Man, let me see. Woohoo! Man. All right, so that's the video. Most people are just basically wasting their time when they don't know it. And I know I talk about that. I have to go through some of the videos to kind of structure this stuff, but hey, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Come on, man. All right, man. Don't touch that. No, stop.